All right, what is up everyone, and welcome back to Magic Game World. So, today, we need to talk, because the next year or so is shaping up to be absolutely insane for horror games. I'm talking a non-stop tidal wave of terror, and honestly, I could not be more hyped. So if you're ready to see what's coming to give you nightmares, do me a favor and smash that like button. Let's just get right into it. Okay, let's kick things off with an absolute titan, a name that is survival horror. We're going back to Raccoon City in Resident Evil Requiem. The tagline alone, Requiem for the dead, nightmare for the living, man, that's just perfect. Capcom is promising a whole new era of the genre here. We're playing as a new FBI intelligence analyst, Grace Ashcroft, who's not only a sharp investigator, but is also dealing with the death of her mother, which drives her to be an introvert who just buries herself in her work. Her work takes her to an abandoned hotel in Raccoon City to investigate a mysterious death. You know, a city that was supposedly wiped off the map by a government cover-up. The big news is the gameplay itself. We're talking classic survival horror pillars, tense combat, investigations, puzzles, and that resource management that gives us all anxiety. But the game changer, you can switch between first and third person on the fly. That is a fantastic feature. Mark your calendars because this one hits February 27th, 2026. But hey, maybe zombies are a little too grounded for you? Maybe you'd rather go from corporate conspiracies to something truly cosmic. If so, you need to have the Sinking City 2 on your radar for 2026. This thing just looks drenched in atmosphere. It's a full-on Lovecraftian journey built in Unreal Engine 5, so you know it's going to look incredible. We're talking next-gen visuals with Lumen for the lighting, Nanite for insane geometry, and metahumans for the characters. It's a third-person survival horror set in the flooded, decaying city of Arkham in the 1920s. You'll be fighting iconic monsters like Deep Ones and Migos, but also brand new creatures that expand the mythos. It's promising that classic survival horror loop we all love. Inventory management, puzzles, backtracking, but also environmental storytelling and side mysteries that unlock new bonuses. It's looking like a real standout. Speaking of stunning visuals, let's talk about another UE5 game that is aiming for brutal, uncomfortable realism. Let's talk about Ill. Man, people have been whispering about this game for years, and it looks just as nasty as ever. This is a first-person survival horror that leans hard into gritty, grounded, stomach-churning body horror. It's being made by a small, passionate team called Team Clout, and their focus seems to be entirely on atmosphere and feel. The gameplay we've seen is all about visceral, dismemberment-focused combat and insanely immersive, photorealistic environments. It's definitely not for the faint of heart, but Ill could seriously set a new graphical standard for the genre when it lands in 2026. Alright, but horror doesn't always have to be photorealistic to mess with your head, right? From the incredible minds that brought us Little Nightmares, we've got their next project coming in 2026, REANIMAL. This is a co-op horror adventure with that signature, beautiful yet unsettling art style. You're playing as a brother and sister trying to rescue their friends and escape a hellish island, exploring by boat and on land. The devs call it horror with hope, focusing on tension and atmosphere over cheap scares. Now, you can play it solo, but it's built for co-op, and get this, it uses a shared camera that's specifically designed to make things feel claustrophobic and tense for both of you. That sounds insanely cool and is going to lead to some serious trust issues. Sticking with that creepy atmospheric vibe, let's head over to a cursed village in rural Japan in Welcome to Dolltown. This one is all about that slow burn dread. It's a third-person exploration game where you play as Yumi, a student who takes a part-time job in a town that's rotting away, haunted by the lifelike dolls it used to be famous for. You'll explore abandoned factories, empty schools, and forgotten shrines. The whole point is to just soak in the oppressive atmosphere, solve puzzles, and uncover the tragic story and macabre love story at the heart of the town's curse. It's set to get under your skin on February 13th, 2026. And this wave of horror gets started sooner than you think. Kicking things off at the very end of 2025, we have a game with a concept that is just terrifying. Let's talk about Sleep Awake. In the last city on Earth, a phenomenon called the hush makes people literally disappear if they fall asleep, so everyone is desperately trying to stay awake. You play as Katya, trying to survive a city full of depraved death cults. It's a first-person psychedelic horror from the director of Spec Ops: The Line, with a soundtrack by Robin Fink from Nine Inch Nails. It's a surreal, terrifying trip that blends live-action video with insane visuals, and it's not a shooter. You'll survive through stealth, intense chase sequences, and puzzles. This is one you'll want to watch out for this December. All right, back to the 2026 lineup, and from a psychedelic head trip to something way more primal, get ready for The Lost Wild. This isn't Jurassic Park. This is pure survival horror against dinosaurs that act like real intelligent predators. You are not hunting them, you are trying to stay off the menu. You're stranded, and you have to use stealth, your environment, and non-lethal weapons to distract and intimidate these things. It's a cat and mouse game where the mouse is you and the cat is a T-Rex. And there's a story here too, with a mysterious voice on the radio guiding you as you piece together what went wrong on the island. From the primal terror of the past, let's blast off into the cold, paranoid future with the masters of choice-based horror, Supermassive Games. They're back in 2026 with Directive 81020. You know the drill with these guys. Until Dawn, The Quarry, it's all about making tough calls that have huge consequences. This time, it's the thing in space, people. A colony ship crash lands, and an alien that can perfectly mimic the crew starts picking them off. You'll be playing as characters like the astronaut Young, voiced by Lashana Lynch. The paranoia is going to be off the charts as you try to figure out who's human, using improvised weapons and stealth to survive. This is a day one play for me. Next up, another one that's right around the corner this November is the incredibly unique Highway 11. This is pure uncut liminal horror. You're in a car that drives itself down an endlessly looping road. Your only job is to play spot the difference with reality itself. If you see something that's changed, an anomaly, you report it. If you don't, you're stuck forever. The mechanics are cool. You can speed up or slow down time to observe things, and if you think you see something, you can instantly return to the start of the loop. It's a short, super creepy experience that's going to mess with a lot of people's heads. Okay, enough with the quiet psychological stuff. It's time to get loud. A horror legend is making a big return to gaming in 2026. They have such sights to show you with Clive Barker's Hellraiser Revival. This is a first-person action horror game where you're not just running from the box, you're using it. You play as a guy named Aiden trying to save his girlfriend Sunny from the labyrinth. You get to wield the hellish powers of the puzzle box, the Genesis configuration, and combine them with an arsenal of earthly weapons to fight Pinhead, his cultists, deviants, and even Hell's most infernal priests. It looks absolutely brutal. From a Western horror icon to a cult classic from Southeast Asia, 2026 is also giving us the return of DreadOut 3. If you're a fan of Indonesian horror, you know how big this is. It's a third-person adventure continuing the story of Linda, the Keeper of the Dark. The gameplay is a non-linear exploration of a haunted setting day and night. And yes, that signature iris phone gameplay is back. You'll be switching between the regular view and your phone's camera to see all the gruesome spirits and ghosts hiding in the shadows, uncovering local myths to complete the Ghostpedia app on your phone. You know, it feels like cosmic horror is having a huge moment, and this next 2026 title takes it in a completely different direction. Prepare to dive deep into Cthulhu: The Cosmic Abyss. This is sci-fi detective work meets cosmic dread. Set in 2053, you're Noah, an occult investigator for a secret division of Interpol called Anseal, and you're sent to a deep-sea mining station that's gone dark. You stumble upon the sunken city of Relay. It's a first-person thriller on Unreal Engine 5 that's all about solving complex puzzles with your AI companion Key and navigating a rich branching story while trying not to lose your mind. It promises mind-bending environments that defy the laws of physics. This one is set to release in April 2026. And finally, rounding out the year and leading us into the 2026 horror storm, we have another one coming this November, Unmourned. It's a classic haunted house story, but the mechanics are what make it so cool. You play as Jason, a man who moves into a new house and gets haunted by visions of the past, uncovering a hidden door and the tragic history of the family that disappeared there. It uses a random event system, so the scares are never in the same place twice. That means no two playthroughs are the same. Plus, it has a sanity system, where the more time you spend in the dark, the more aggressive the ghost gets. You'll have to use both a night vision camera to see and a photographic camera to reveal hidden truths. And that's a wrap. 13 incredible upcoming horror experiences that prove the next year is going to be absolutely insane for the genre. Seriously, there is so much to look forward to. Now, I want to hear from you. Which of these games are you most hyped for? Did I miss any big ones you have on your watch list? Drop it all down in the comments below. Thanks for hanging out with me here at Magic Game World. If you enjoyed the video, a like is always appreciated, and make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss the next one. Until then, keep it magical.